In this video, I'm going to walk y'all through step by step how to use your Instant Pot to water bath can or steam bath can. So I'm going to be working with peaches today because they are a food safe for water bath canning. Make sure whatever food item you are preserving is safe for water bath canning. You can just look that up and easily find out the times for the water bath can for that food item. So I would just look up water bath can peaches. It would tell me 20 minutes for pints. So that's the process we're going to walk through today for this food in the Instant Pot. So first of all, I'm getting all of the peaches prepared. So you would just prepare your food like usual, prepare it for the water bath can. Now I also use the Instant Pot to sterilize my jars. You can definitely wash your jars ahead of time, sterilize them that way, use a dishwasher, put them in your oven to sterilize, but I find it easy since I'm already using the Instant Pot to just sterilize them here. When you are sterilizing your jars, you want to add 1 cup of water into the bottom of your Instant Pot. Now you're going to need to add some more water in a few minutes when you actually go to steam bath can. So all I do for this is open the steam valve, push the sterilize button and leave it set at 1 minute. You'll start to hear the steam valve emit steam, and once it does that, you can open your Instant Pot. It's not going to have pressure built up, so you can easily open the lid, hit cancel, and then open the lid, and they're hot, steamy, sterilized, ready to use. If you don't have the sterilize function on your Instant Pot, you can just use the saute function, basically let the Instant Pot build up a little heat to sterilize your jars. Some models don't have the sterilize function, I have found out, since I actually made a video like this several years ago, and I had several people point out to me that their Instant Pot did not have a sterilize function. So while my jars are sterilizing, I am getting a batch of peaches ready to go in my true water bath can. I usually do this 2 at a time. I do an Instant Pot water bath can and then a true water bath can in a stock pot, because the Instant Pot will only hold 4 pints at a time. So when I'm doing a large canning job like this, I have 2 vessels going. So you see here, if I am using the stock pot, I don't have a rack for my stock pot, so I am putting a towel in the bottom. I should mention that if you're using the Instant Pot to steam bath can, you need to use the rack that comes with the Instant Pot. I don't actually show you all this in this video, and I apologize. Probably should have showed that step, but make sure you use the rack that comes with the Instant Pot in the bottom so that your jars aren't sitting on that hot surface. So they're coming out of the Instant Pot onto a towel. Always put hot jars onto a towel so you don't risk the chance of cracking them. Now we're going to fill those jars with our prepared peaches. I just have blanched peaches, peeled, skinned, and I'm going to add a little bit of honey simple syrup to add the liquid into our canning process, and then get them ready to go into the water bath can. Now I'm adding 3 cups of water to the bottom of the Instant Pot, putting in my jars, getting them ready for the steam bath Instant Pot canning process. Put your lid on, press the steam function. It does not matter what your time is set to here. I just have it set at a really high time because you're actually going to be watching the steam to set your timer. You're not actually going to watch the numbers on the Instant Pot, as I will explain to you right here. Okay, this is the part where I like to explain what you're doing here. So we are going to wait for this steam valve. We're leaving it open. We're going to wait till we see steam coming out at a steady stream, and then you'll set your timer for your canning time. So for the peaches, pints, my water bath can is bubbling over. Pints is for 20 minutes. So once I see a steady stream of steam coming out, I'll set a timer for 20 minutes. Meantime, I'm going to keep rolling with this peach assembly line because peaches are probably the most time consuming to can. It's going to be a little bit hard to hear me here, but you can definitely hear the steam valve emitting steam. Can't really see it, but you'll hear it. When that happens, set your timer for whatever time your food needs to can. Mine is 20 minutes. When your 20 minutes is up, you're still going to hear the steam being released. Just turn it off and then let that pressure settle down to whatever. Finish releasing. Because like right now the lid is locked. You can't take the lid off to get your jars out. So let the steam finish releasing, then get your jars out, and then you'll start to have a little pop, pop, pops. Such a rewarding sound to hear those jars pop back. water bath can jars are popping as we speak. Now that our timer has gone off and I have turned off the Instant Pot, let that pressure naturally release so that I can open the lid and take the jars out, again putting them onto a towel so we don't risk breaking the jars. Remember, they're sitting on the rack in the Instant Pot, so now they need to go to a soft surface so that we're not going to risk breaking the jars on a cold countertop. And this is it, guys. You're going to start hearing these pop really quickly. I find that my Instant Pot jars pop faster than my water bath stock pot jars. Same process, just using a different vessel. And I actually really love this method. So you see me pulling out the water bath jars as well. I always do both when I have a large canning job. It just makes it go faster since I don't have a large canning stock pot, something I really need to invest in with all of the canning I do. So we have some lovely jars of Honey Simple Syrup canned peaches, half of them in the Instant Pot, half of them in the stock pot. I'm now checking the seals. It's the next morning. I do store my canned goods with the rings off. It's just easier to detect if a seal has broken. So you see me lifting the jars here. That is just checking for a good, strong seal. You can also do a little tap test. You'll see me in a minute tap on all of the jars with a pin. And if you hear a tin hollow sound, you'll know that jar did not seal properly and you'll need to it's not wasted. You just put it in the fridge and use it. Go ahead and use it right away. So I actually only had one jar right here that did not seal properly. And just went into the fridge, and we'll go ahead and eat that in the next week or so, and it'll be just fine. There's always one or two jars that doesn't seal, and that's okay. And that is it. I hope you found this helpful. A little tutorial on water bath canning, steam bath canning in your Instant Pot. I made a video about this a couple years ago and had a lot of questions and a lot of response to it, so I wanted to update that video, make it a little more informative, hopefully. If you have any questions about this process, leave them down below. I will also have the step-by-step process typed down below in the description box, so just click the more button below this video and you'll see it all typed up. Hope y'all enjoy and happy canning.